Sistas Bonafide. Sistas Bonafide. Sistas Bonafide. My sister and me.
So what's up, Sistas Bonafide fam? We're back with another episode of Real Talk. We have a very special guest, Mr. Heavy Hitters. What's up? You want to say what's up?
Hey.
So everybody, how y'all doing out there today?
So we want to this is basically our version of social media sisters, but here we're just like connecting with other great men that we meet across social media. We have connected with Heavy over TikTok, and he has been like a really big supporter of ours, but he also has a story that really resonated with Eb and I. So we brought him here on this platform to be able to share his story and then also be able to give us some insight on a couple of topics we've discussed here on our channel. So Heavy, you want to let everybody know a little bit about yourself, where you're from?
All right. Well, yeah, my name is Heavy. I'm not Joseph, but everybody call me Heavy. I'm from Queens, New York.
Right.
Jamaica, Queens, Roster Village, and now I reside in Atlanta.
For everybody who doesn't know, we had crossed paths with Heavy. I had crossed paths with Heavy some time ago on TikTok Live, and he has come in, like I said, and jumped in and has been a really big supporter of Eb and I and Sistas Bonafide. And in that time of getting to know Heavy, we had shared some things that he's experienced most recently. Unfortunately, the passing of his wife, the mother of his child, back in 2020. So Heavy, if you can, we would so much appreciate if you could just kind of like dive in that experience for you, what that has meant for you. If you could give a little background, and also like how is that impacting your life now and transpiring now being a single father and raising your son.
A little backstory about that. So yeah, I met my wife Davina back in February 27th, 2013.
Mm.
She's a very open person, a very colorful person. Been with through thick and thin. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for her. Flat out. I was very shy guy, but everything. I was very comfortable on being comfortable on what I was doing, and I was very stable on what I wanted to do. But when I met her, it was the opposite. She wanted me to do more, and it wasn't like a force to do more. It was just, if you want to do more, then go do more, And I've never had that simple little talk when there's somebody make your life change real quick. You think about life real quick and a whole different ways about things. And so I'm gonna speed up a little bit. And I actually met her through Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really know that, but I met her through Instagram, and she was in the area where I was living at around that time.
Mm-hmm.
When I met her, I didn't even say a word to her. I met her like 3 a.m. We went and got IHOP.
Mm-hmm.
There at IHOP. I not say a word to her, but as soon as I off, I texted her, "Hey, you're beautiful. It was good seeing you." As I was a very shy guy.
Mm-hmm.
In 2016 of May, we had our beautiful child, Jaden Joseph Chandler. He's 5 now, be 6 in May of this year. He's an angel, and that was her rock.
Yeah.
That was her everything. Dad couldn't do it. Mom found some way to do it somehow, some way. Mom, I always worked hours of night and day, mainly just nighttime. So that was her all during the daytime and morning. And an illness, which was Crohn's disease, that came quick out of nowhere. I saw a change with it with her. It was more so with her weight. Her weight dropping real fast, real rapid. And as a spouse, as a husband or even a wife, you have concerns.
Of course.
And seeing something like that, you didn't know how to approach that person about it. Right. That's the first time you're ever going to experience it, so you didn't know what to do. I for sure did not know what to do. my questions, are you okay? What's going on? So yeah, I'm fine. She was a person that didn't want nobody to know anything. It's very private, but she wanted you to worry about what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So this particular day, I woke up. I saw a change. I was like, yo, nah, something ain't right. And she decided to go get the doctor appointment. And then the following week later, the appointment. This time I went with her for the first time ever. Because normally I say I'm at work. So this time I was like, nah, I'm not going to work today. I'm going with you.
Right.
The doctor said that it was Crohn's disease. And we were like, what's that? Like, we never heard of this before. What would it do to you?
Right.
And no, it's nothing major to worry about. Everything will be fine. Just here's a list of foods that you can't eat. You gotta change up your diets. No more red sauce, no more pasta, no more shrimp. Everything on that list, I kid you not, was all of her favorite foods. Everything, every little thing, even the drinks. And it didn't bother her, but I know she was hurting inside. Cause it was literally everything. Like I was gonna like, what are you gonna do? Cause you eat this day, pasta, shrimp, the breads, everything. So, as we all do now, social media or Google. So we went on Google, see what it is. And basically something to do with your colons and your intestines. And also just like doctor was saying, change your diet. It's okay. We did that for about 3 weeks and then we seen no change. Everything he ate came up. Even with water. She loved water. Every time she took a sip, come up.
Wow.
Some days she'll go with sometimes a day or 2 days no water, no food because she couldn't hold it down.
Yeah.
So then this particular day she got real sick and she has to go to the hospital. Okay, let's go to the hospital. And I took her. And when COVID just popped off around time. So I wasn't able to go inside and like go with her to a room. I had to wait outside for hours. And they'll bring her back out like 4 hours later. There's some prescription pills for your pain going in, which how it was. But we don't really know what's going on. We don't really know about this Crohn's disease thing. And it's okay. Do what they say. Go get the pills, go home, rest. None of that worked. So it was always a trip to the hospital. It was like a daily thing or a weekly thing. But during these times, the weight is getting lower and lower and lower. And this is all still in the month of May. I kid you not. All still in the month of May. So even during this time, I'm going to work. When I worked at the hospital at that time from 6 p.m. I'm still going to work, coming home, help at home. Some days I just don't get no sleep. I just stay up because I don't know what's going on. I still had, I was in the house with us. So it was still just, there's no way that could lay down and happen. And I refuse to let that happen because what's going on with my girl right here, Some days she'll go to her mom's house because her mom was a nurse also. Her mom would help me out also, I'll put her in the car to her mom's house. Then I'll go over there some days after work. And when I go, I'll go to work and then I'll go over there and go to work also. So there was no rest period anywhere. And some days she go to the hospital. She'll be there for like weeks, a good 2 weeks straight. Wow. And that would really get to me because the fact of I can't see you, I want you home.
Of course.
It's not right. I want you home. And she was a very open spirit. No, baby, don't worry about nothing. Everything's gonna be okay. Stay positive. And of course, that's what you want to do. Be positive, be strong, and to show that you are in good spirit.
Right.
But even when I did that, it was still hard. So hard. Somebody that always laughing, always playing, always love to go to work. Now in a bed with wires in their arms, a head monitor, going to sleep early because of the pills of what they giving you, you
Yeah.
know, and it just wasn't, in my eyes, it wasn't normal, you know,
Right. Of
but
course.
still being positive during this whole period. And then
Right.
in July, early July, it hit us real fast. Like she wasn't able to walk. She lost pain from the waist down. It was saying that her white blood cells was very low, so she couldn't walk, couldn't stand. I had to pick her up sometimes, literally carry her to the bathroom, to help you the bathroom, or bathe her, feed her, stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
and even with her mom was a nurse, and her mom would tell her, I would never have to think of me doing this to my child. You know,
Right.
bathing you, that it's what you should be doing to me.
Exactly.
And this is what her mom does for a living
Right.
every day. So it was kind of weird to her also, you know. And
Was.
I had to learn quick about how I do this, why here, getting in therapy classes to help her walk. And there was days when she'll have good days when she's in no pain. She's
Yes.
on the couch or in the bed laughing, joking with us, eating everything that she can eat and holding it, using the walker to walk around the house from the living room to the bedroom. She was doing good on days, you know. But then when it hit, I think the week of July 26th, that week, no, we started the week before that. It was, I think it was July 16th. She was in the hospital. And FaceTime every day, same thing. But then the day of her passing, which was the 22nd of July, I got a phone call. I was in the room watching TV. I got a phone call from the hospital saying, "Hey, she's here being stubborn." I'm like, stubborn? I'm like, it's no way. Okay. I said, well, let me go ahead and give her a call. Called her. She answered her phone. Called back. I said, hey, she answered her phone. Can I just come in there? They said, yeah, of course, come. I said, oh, okay. I got up real quick, washed up, shot down to the hospital about 30 minutes away.
Right.
Excited. I haven't seen her within 2 weeks. So I was excited. I said, oh yeah, it's going to be lit. I'm going to walk in there dancing.
Right.
And I got in there and I'm like, what's going on? Her face was like stuck. Face was stuck right. Her eyes was wide open. And lips was very dry. Very dry. Her eyelids was very dry. Face was dry. Her body looked like she was swollen all over.
Wow.
When she saw me, she started crying. So I went to the bathroom, grabbed anything I could grab, just to get the rag wet, wipe her face off, her lips, everything. And me being the person I am, and I went into the hallway yelling. I didn't know what was going on. Like, yo, this is not what this is. It's not somebody being stubborn. It's no way.
Right.
I just spoke to her the night before, and she was going to bed. It's not stubborn. Like, I'm confused.
Right.
And then, I got a call from the doctor herself. I said, man, I don't want to be rude, but can you come to the room? I don't want to talk to you over the phone. I don't think it'll be right. I need to have a real talk with you like over the phone because I'm really confused about what's going on.
Right.
I'm sorry, in person. So she came in person, and she said that her body was going through a stage called catatonia, meaning when, and I could be wrong, but it's when I was told that when the brain pulls away all your emotions from your body, all of it.
Wow.
So you can't move, you can't blink, you can't just nothing.
Wow.
But she was able to see me, hear me, and feel me during that stage.
Right.
So I told me, started crying because she was, she was able to see me, but her body won't let her move.
React to it, yeah.
Yeah. So when they came in for I can't that name for it, but for a brain check, I was being told that the lines for the brain were just going crazy. I said, what does this mean? Now I'm trying to learn. What does this mean? As good as it said it's good, but bad. The fact that the lines are good, that she's trying to move her body.
Right.
But the brain won't let her move.
Not letting her.
Yeah, so it was like a fight,
Right.
when she saw me. It was like a fight. So then, me from a guy working in the hospital for 2 years, I was seeing signs of her moving. She'll move her head. just slightly. I said, okay, good job, and just still keep her in that mood. If you can hear me, see me, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you up somehow, some way.
Right.
And then she did this one big move, like it turned straight up, just straight, and she took one big breath. I said, no, it's not gonna happen. So I already knew what it was. I ran out, got everybody in the room, and they worked on her for about 2 hours straight.
Wow.
But I'm still in the hallway, of course, praying, thinking for and hoping for the best. Because that's what you would want,
Of course.
And then they told me, yeah, we tried. Just tell me flat out, yes or no. I'm not gonna deal with this storyline. I need a yes no answer.
Exactly.
And they said no. I just reacted, punching walls, screaming. I'm still paying for damages now to this day. I made a phone call to my cousins, my family, my mom. Everybody showed up. The whole family showed up, and but that's a shock to everybody. It's not something that you want to hear. Something that you want to see. Somebody I know for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Just
is gone.
Yes.
It's hard. Listen, and I've said this to you before, like, I just couldn't imagine. And then it's like, you going through that and you're experiencing and going through those motions, but people, like you have a child that you also now have to go deliver this news to.
Right.
And it's like, it's just, listen, I don't even know. It's hard. It's hard enough for us, but it's even harder when there's another human, another little person that, that we live for, that's going to be affected. And, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's something that one thing that my mom said is that, she doesn't raise me or my sister about death. Our family experience death. Even when I worked in the hospital for 2 years, people were coming there, passing, coming through the ER, and then I would catch them and bring them to the trauma room, and I would go on break and call her and tell her these stories.
Right.
Like, damn, baby, the people waited how that mom screaming and running around the hallway. It's the way I would tell her, but I never understood the pain or the scream or why I screaming like that. I understand why, but that is a scream. But now that I experienced it, I was like, I see. You know what I'm saying? I screamed my lungs. It wasn't even possible. The same way how we're all talking right now, I was talking the day before. So I was confused on what happened between then and that.
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing about death. It's like, it could be so sudden. And I don't care how many people say, well, sometimes you could prepare for it. You could never prepare for something like that. It's nothing in this world that could prepare you for losing somebody that you love, that you've spent your life with, that you built a life with. So it's death. It's so hard. It's a really hard thing. And then, like Steph mentioned, in terms of having to, now explain this to your child who's young, who as adults, we don't even understand it. So how can a child understand something of this magnitude, having their mommy here one day and then, not there the next. So it's difficult. But I just want to say to you, Heavy, like, I just listening to your story, I didn't know about, your story, and just, you saying all of this is such it's so, it's hard to listen to, honestly, but it's definitely something where I feel like, wow, like sometimes you don't know where your strength comes from until you have no choice but to be strong. And I think that, you going on day to day and, finding the strength to be positive during that time frame and, helping your wife to stay positive is something that's very hard. But I know that, you have to find that strength somewhere. So I commend you for doing that and trying to live life as best as you can after this such a traumatic experience. you know, it's hard. It's really rough. But I just want to say I commend you, brother. Like that's a lot to go through in such a short period of time with someone that you love so much. So
thank you. No,
I second that. And I just want to say as well, like, this is exactly the reason why, like, for so many aspects of why we wanted to have you come on here and talk about it. Like, obviously, for one, I don't think that these kinds of situations are, you know, brought to light when in terms of like a man experiencing it. Like, men are left widows, you know what I'm saying? Men are left, you know, to be single fathers and raise their kids alone, you know, for whatever reasons it may be. And the way the man you were to your wife, and supporting her through all of this and just being a good husband, being a good father. So it's a lot. It's a whole lot.
my son, he keeps me going every day. He's a handful. And I'm like talking to myself. I told myself, well, somebody be 5, he can talk to you so clear, understand everything, you know, sit there and just look at you like, what's up, like, you know, all day, all night, you know.
right.
And one thing that I said to myself is that my pain can't be his.
That's
You know,
right.
he's still a kid.
Exactly.
Like he don't need no daddy up his home upset or have his days. Like that's not his worry. It's not his job.
That's right.
He's 5. You know what I'm saying? He's only 5. Right. You know. Even when I told him, he understood. The same day. The same day. Because he's gonna have his own pains as he grow. You know, he's like now the only one in the family that don't have a mom. So his life just changed quick.
Yeah.
The rest of his life, that's how he's gonna see it.
Of course.
It won't be something I'm gonna tell him, like I'm putting it in his head. But as he gets older, he's gonna learn.
Yeah.
Every day, and I'm gonna be, you know, to help him, support him, and be there as I should.
Exactly.
You know, he used to have his days all the time. Way in the beginning, we'll drive past the hospital like, Dad, can we go see mommy? Like, mommy's okay. You know, we're gonna see her soon. You know? But even though I told him what happened, I told him where she's at. You know, but he's still a kid. You know,
Exactly.
That mind's like, you know, he's a kid.
Exactly.
You know, but now if you ask now, where's mommy at? She's in my heart and she's in heaven. So now the flat that he knows is where she's at. You know,
right.
All the questions stop. Playing with Hot Wheels every day. Still want to go outside ride his scooter. Still want to go to the park. So he's okay. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my pain cannot be his. That's not fair to him.
Exactly.
You know, it's not his, it's not yours, it's not my mom, it's mine. You know, I have to learn to deal with it. So when I get older and as he get older, I can tell him how to cope with it. I can tell him what to do. You know, I can guide him and show him how to handle your bad days or your worst days. You know, turn them into good days. You know.
Exactly.
You will never know.
Not know how life could change in an instant, and it's so scary. It's just so scary.
You know, the one thing that I had to learn is to adjust real quick.
Yeah.
I adjust every day, real quick. Even when her pain levels, you know, you couldn't touch her. And even when I out the bed to pick her up out the bed and carry her, she would scream. Not because she touched, but about that the pain from her body was aching.
Right.
You know, when the water hit her body, she's yelling.
Oh my God.
So you gotta adjust real fast, day by day by day by day. You know, and you gotta do what you gotta do. And you want them to get better.
That's
you
right.
You go and do it. Like you flat out. You're gonna do it. Flat out.
You have no choice. You know what I'm saying? You have to do and what you clearly were doing and have been doing. You have to do what's going to make the situation better as within your power. Of course, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't have just let her just, you know, not be taken care of. You had to step up and do what you needed to do, on top of making sure that your son was taken care of as well. So it's definitely a life altering thing, and experience, and it's traumatic. And then having to go through all that, like you mentioned, during this episode of COVID, which I'm sure made it even more tremendously hard, because you couldn't really be there as in a normal circumstance. You couldn't be there day in and day out at the hospital, and to support her, to know that she was there. You, of course, you went with when you could go, but COVID just made everything even harder. So it's definitely you should definitely feel proud of yourself, that that you've done everything that that you could to make her as comfortable, and let her know that she's loved, that she was loved. You know what I mean? And you, like Steph said, like, God got you, and God had your son, and you guys already had a solid foundation to begin with. Exactly. So that will only transcend, you and your son's relationship will only get even stronger as he gets older, because daddy gonna always be here for me. He gonna rock out for me. He gonna make sure that I'm okay, and he gonna make sure that you're okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids got their own ways of supporting adults, like in ways that you can't even imagine. So y'all, you guys already have a strong foundation, and your wife is just you guys' pillar to be as strong as y'all possibly can be. So I just have to say that.
The one thing I say that is that she was never afraid of death. This is what even we had conversations about before anything, like years before anything. And a conversation like, what would you do if I ever passed? And would you want me to still date? Would you want me to do this? Like, and she was like, yeah, I want you to still date. I want you to still be you. It's just questions like, 2 in the morning questions, just in the bed, just talking.
Right.
Like, I'm more afraid of death than anything. I don't know. I like where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But she was never afraid. Like, she was okay. You know what? If I go, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Never gonna stop it. It's what it is. I'm gonna go. People always say don't question the man upstairs, but I question. I was angry.
Right. Of course.
Bro, I'm at the door. How did you come outside? Cause I'm confused.
Right.
I tell people all the time that when I get upset, when it started, when it happened to happen, I used to be so upset that I'll tell people that I walk past flowers and see it burning in my eyes. I was that painful. People didn't really understand that, but I'm like, it is what it is. No, this is what I'm saying to you. Anything I was colorful, I saw my eyes red. Cause I wanted all the smoke. I wanted everything that came my way.
Right.
But having that little man with me now, changed my life real quick. I never knew my son more until now.
Right.
Yeah.
He's completely my twin. I never knew it until now.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. So I had to adjust that mindset quick. I was like, okay, this is who I got. You know what I'm saying? Now it's on me, like, what do I want to do now? Do I want to be angry or do I want to be happy? Yeah, I'm just over here and just be happy.
Exactly.
That was it.
Nah, listen, well said. Like, it takes a lot to be able to, like, really have that mind state. And that really, I'm not going to get into me, but I'm just going to say that trajectory and that state of mind really resonates with me, especially because we have somebody else to live for.
Yeah.
Like, when you have a somebody to live for, like somebody you're responsible for. Like, I'm literally responsible for this little person's life. Like, I can't fall apart. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can't fall apart. So people ask, like, how do you do it? How do you do it? Listen, it's them. Like, it's all about them, So I feel you on that 100%. We thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. We appreciate that so much. We know that this one right here is gonna touch a lot of people. Like, we are certain of that. And I just hope that somebody comes across this video who can maybe, if they're experiencing something similar, can just see, like, the positivity in your outlook. And, hopefully it could help somebody, so that's the ultimate goal. Like, you being so transparent, which is something we don't see a lot from just men in general, you know, so we appreciate that. And then just hoping that this resonates with someone and they're able to take something from it.
Yeah, well, like being a man, some people, well, more, I'm gonna say women. Some women think that being a man gotta be this big, strong, macho guy, have a shield up, have a wall, is Mr. Big Bad. Listen, you can be all of that, but you by the end of the day, you're still human.
That's right.
You know,
and there's strength and vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? You can be strong and still be vulnerable. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like you can still be emotional and be strong. Like we do it, women do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So
they cry, man. Trust me, I've done it. I do it. It's okay. You know, what I mean? No, listen, you are emotional. You're gonna have feelings. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna cry. There's no way you meet a tough guy and cut it out.
Cut it out. Exactly.
It's okay. And your wife still see you how you are today as a man. It's okay. Let it out. It's fine.
So yes, so I mean, you know, we don't want to hold for too much longer, but we are so appreciative. We thank you so much for coming on. So we appreciate that, and hopefully, like, we can have a conversation again sometime.
Yeah, listen, I'm open for anything. I don't mind. And you got my support through thick and thin. No matter what it is, I'm here to support. That's all.
Thank you so much. We truly appreciate that. And you know, you showing love and showing up and showing out. Really appreciate that, Heavy. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope that you enjoyed this episode and got, you know, some real insight from a man's perspective about this really serious topic. And we hope that you can come back and see us again soon sometime. So, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and to hit that notification bell.
Okay. All right,
guys. Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
It's official. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Ding. Sistas Bonafide.